Greetings, Israel and sojourners of Israel. My name is Brother Jedediah, and today's date is December the 3rd, 2022. I am coming to the nation with this topic, No Other Gods. Again, the title of my lesson is No Other Gods. Exodus 20, line 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Why would the Greeks and the Romans create Jesus when the Moses said, Thou shalt have no other gods before him? Today, we are living in a time where Jesus takes total dominance over the Most High. All the praise and worship and glory goes to Jesus, and that is idol worship. The Greeks and the Romans, who are Idumea or Edom, have no redemption or forgiveness from the Most High. They are doomed, and they were the so-called intellectuals of their day. Yet the Most High had a chosen people who were not them, and that is why they created Jesus to substitute him for the Most High and mislead his chosen people. Their day will surely come. Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Most High power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Most High, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Obadiah 1:2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathens. Thou art greatly despised. We, the chosen people, was given a religion that was foreign to us and to our ancestors. Our ancestors knew nothing about Christianity. Christianity is the religion created by the Romans and the Greeks to enslave us mentally so that we would never have a relationship with our power, the Most High. This Greco-Roman captivity called Christianity that we are involved in today is because of our own desire to be in bondage and our refusal to adhere to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. The Most High give us a clear pathway to make it to the new kingdom, but we have allowed divergence to lead us off of our true path. Hosea 6:1. Come, let us return unto the Most High, for he hath torn, and he will heal us. He hath smitten, and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us. In the 3rd day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. The Most High promised to raise us up, and we will live in his sight. But we have allowed Esau and his descendants to lead us off and away from the Most High. Negroes, we must ask ourselves this question. If they hate us and enslave us and consider us 3/5 of a human, why would they want to give us their good God? What is good for them is bad for us, but yet they give us Jesus. So Jesus cannot be of any good to the Negroes. Wake up, Negroes, wake up. We are asleep, and Esau is wide awake. They have stolen our identity and give it to the Khazars. They have stolen us from our native land and brought us to America and the Western Hemisphere. They have stolen our true God and give us a Roman called Jesus. They have stolen our wealth, but they cannot steal the kingdom away from us. We, the Negroes, the chosen people, will get the kingdom. One might ask, who is Edom? Edom is Esau. Genesis 36:8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. Again, one may ask, who is Esau? Esau is the twin brother of Jacob, whose DNA was separated from their mother's womb. The Most High made Jacob and Esau two separate and distinct nations of people. Genesis chapter 25, line 21 through 25. And Isaac entreated the Most High for his wife, but because she was barren, and the Most High was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Most High. And the Most High said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. This is a sidebar. This was the first time color was ever mentioned in the Bible concerning humanity. So from creation to Esau, which was approximately 2,300 years, there was only one race of people, and that was the Negroes. Let me make this interjection. Oftentimes, you will hear the other races refer to the Negroes as colored people. Even some Negroes themselves will use that same terminology because of ignorance. But if the world was black from creation to Esau, which was approximately 2,300 years, then Esau and all of his descendants would be the colored people of this earth and not the Negroes. For 400 years, we have accepted titles that do not belong to us. Wake up, my people, wake up. The Negroes are the original inhabitants of this earth and the chosen people of the Most High. They are not hybrid, which means they are not mixed with Neanderthal or Denisovans. The Most High made the Negroes 100% pure human. He's against that hybrid mixture. Let's look at Leviticus 19:19. You shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seeds. Neither shall a garment mingle of linen and woolen come upon thee. Deuteronomy 22:9. Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seeds which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. And this is why the pharmaceutical companies wants to buy our women's eggs and stem cells to sustain life for medical research and to make billions of dollars, but not for your benefit, Negroes, but to benefit Esau and his descendants. Yet this medical research can only be conducted on the Negroes because of their purity. Esau and his descendants want to eradicate us as a people, but their survival is based on our existence. Without the Negroes, there will be no human life on earth, because the Most High created this earth for the Negroes. Again, we must ask ourselves this question: why are we, the chosen people, following a people and a religion that the Most High despises? Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith the Most High. Yet ye say, wherein have thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Most High, yet I love Jacob. Malachi 1 and 3. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. The Most High had such a disdain for Esau / Edom and his offspring Amalek that he wanted them wiped out from under heaven. Exodus 17 and 14. And the Most High said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because the Most High have sworn that the Most High will have war with Amalek from generations to generation. Theologians and Bible scholars teach that Esau and his descendants are no longer on the earth. They teach that they mysteriously disappeared in 70 AD after the destruction of Jerusalem. But how can the Most High make war from generation to generation with a people that do not exist? If King Saul had obeyed the Most High would not have to have war with Esau and his descendants from generation to generation. Esau is here, and he is among us. 1 Samuel 15 and 3. Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. This was a command that the Most High gave King Saul to do, and he refused to do it. And the Most High punished King Saul for his disobedience. And this is why Edom / Amalek is still here today. Esau and his descendants have substituted the Most High with a loving pagan god called Jesus. John 3:16 states, for God so loved the world, including Amalek, that he gave his only begotten son. But yet, the Most High gave King Saul a directive to destroy Amalek. Something is definitely wrong with this picture. Who are we going to follow, the Most High or Jesus? We can clearly see that Jesus is in total controversy against the Most High. He is not the Most High. He is not the Son of the Most High. He is a Roman, and that makes him from the seed of Esau and not from the seed of David. And for this reason, Esau and his descendants created Jesus to call themselves getting even with the Most High. No one can get even with the Most High. Their day will surely come. Hebrews that acknowledge deities. Most of these so-called Hebrew camps have a serious disdain for women. They want our women to be voiceless in their congregations. But yet, these camps can read the book of Acts that acknowledges the goddess Diana, a female deity, aka Artemis. Acts 19:24-28. Several other pagan deities are mentioned in the book of Acts. Jupiter and Mercury, aka Zeus and Hermes, Acts 14:12. Castor and Pollux, aka the two sons of Zeus. This is your beloved Apostle Paul, who wrote 13 books in your New Testament, sailing on a ship with the figurehead of two pagan gods. Acts 28 and 11. The Most High admonished us not to make mention of any other God. Exodus 23 and 13. And in all things I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of any other God, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. Wake up, Negroes, wake up. The chosen people must refrain from making mention of the name of other gods. If not, you will end up in the abyss, hell. The God of the Negroes is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The God of the Greeks and the Romans are all of those gods that are mentioned in the book of Acts, including Jesus. I must say this to the chosen people. We have transgressed the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments for far too long. It is time for us to repent and come back to the Most High. We were fed lies and falsehoods, and we have regurgitated these lies and falsehoods, and have regurgitated these lies and falsehoods back to our offspring. We are the Most High's chosen, and if we live true to our power and renounce all these other false and unknown gods, we will get the kingdom. In closing, the Most High admonished us to have no other gods in the Torah and in the Tanakh, which is the Old Testament. The God that said, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. The God that said to King Saul, kill man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. The God that said, I will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. The God that said to Moses, write this in a book for a memorial and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. This is not the same God as the God of John 3:16. The God of John 3:16 is that God the Most High admonished us not to make mention of. Jesus is that God. Let me conclude with the great King Solomon. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. Thank you for listening. May the Most High bless and keep you always.